Hey there, this is Bert from the Business Trend Zone, and welcome to my first video in my 10-part series on the worst 10 mistakes to avoid when looking for the best web hosting. So let's get to it. Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about mistake number 1 that you should avoid when choosing your web hosting service provider. I'm going to tell you about how to understand your options, and I'm going to explain the difference between shared hosting and VPS or dedicated hosting. And stick around until the end of the video, because at the end of the video I'm going to tell you how to avoid mistake number 1, so it won't cost you any time or money. Okay, so we all need a website, but if you are like me and you've been around the internet for a while, then you will probably know all about making hasty or the wrong decisions when choosing your web hosting company. Believe me, I've been there. I've made some bad decisions and bad mistakes in the past, and it has cost me time and money, and of course many hours and days of frustration as well. So let's talk about shared hosting versus dedicated server hosting, also known as VPS hosting. Does it really matter? Of course it does. With a shared web host, you must share your server hardware and resources with other users and site administrators. This means other website owners will share the server computer that your website is hosted on. This can save you money, but your site could have slow loading times and latency issues if other websites on your shared server have higher demands than your website. And your website could have frequent downtime when the server crashes. Also, your site could have limited storage space issues, which will impact your ability to grow your site. With a dedicated web server hosting package, on the other hand, you get your site hosted on your own dedicated server computer. You don't share your hardware or your resources with other website owners. This gives you greater reliability and less downtime for your site. You also get faster download speeds for your website, and you get more storage space for your data. But it will be the more expensive of the two options to choose from. Bottom line, you need to make sure that you consider your needs and your budget when you choose between a shared host or a dedicated host. Okay, so earlier I said that I'd tell you how to avoid mistake number 1 when choosing your web host. So how do you decide whether shared hosting or dedicated hosting is best for you? If you're just starting out on your website and your website is small and uncomplicated, then choosing a shared hosting option will be the best for you. A dedicated virtual private server should be your choice if your website has high traffic volumes or high data storage needs. So it's best to start small, and if your website grows in the future, then you can always upgrade to a VPS dedicated hosting package. But in the interim, it's best to save your hard-earned cash and go with some shared hosting. If you have had similar confusing experiences online when trying to find the best web hosting for your website, then please go ahead and leave a comment below this video to share your experiences. And if you like this video, then please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified, because I have some more great videos coming out shortly that will cover more of this topic in greater detail. Okay guys, in the next video we're going to be discussing mistake number 2 of the 10 mistakes to avoid when choosing your web hosting. So stick around guys, and I'll see you in the next video.